Good morning, everyone. We'll start our lesson one. Today lesson will go through our LO1. Couple of you know me. My name Anjum Satta. Please, if you have any question, drop me email anjum@university.co.uk, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So we'll start. Before starting this unit, we'll discuss about what we're supposed to cover. We'll go through the key our learning outcome and how we'll address these learning outcome and how we'll deliver. So as you know, we are delivering the unit 4, which is advanced business research method, and we are doing the course which is OTHM level 7 qualification, and it's a 20 credit this unit. Approximately always that's just for the guidance. It's a mandatory unit, and assessment criteria can be pass or fail the grade criteria. Okay, so that will be assessment criteria can be any, but the grading criteria too. Okay, the aim of this unit to develop the learner ability to prepare the various type of academic based the management research development and design the research proposal. So we'll discuss about how we can design the research proposal based on. So learner will develop the critically understanding about the different philosophies, which will go through different method. Practical and ethical. Ethics are the moral principle and the concept of the research within the context of the business environment. So that's the key things which will be discussion. So that's which we'll do. Okay, so we have the learning outcome, be able to develop the research objective. When we say objective mean end result, end of the result, why you want to do this research, what is the problem in the business? Is this customer retention is the problem? Is it employees retention is the problem? Is it the customer satisfaction is the key? Customer satisfaction lead to the customer loyalty. What is about the talent management? What management can do? The number of problems can be AI role in artificial intelligence role within management. That can be a topic, to appraise the business research problem what we have. Develop and justify appropriate research objective. That's what we'll discuss today lesson, the key. And then lesson 2, which will be able to critically review of literature. So we can look around the literature. When we do the literature review, what sort of the things we can include in the literature. Then lesson 3, which will be able to design the research methodology, which is mean chapter 3 of the research proposal that can be research method. So we'll discuss about research onion model. We'll discuss about various methodologies, indicative, deductive, inductive approaches, and various other approaches of the research, which we will go through in the lesson 3. Lesson 4, be able to develop the present of the research proposal. So lesson 3, which will be focus on the research proposal, which we'll go through accordingly. That will be the key focus in our lesson 3, please. If you have any question in between, always ask, and we'll go through things accordingly. So please, we have LO1 to 4, which we'll deliver, and the lesson 5 will be about assignment discussion. So please, when we'll deliver these, we'll go through indicative content. So research problem identification, understand the research context, research problem, identification for the investigation. We'll go through research topic identification, conceptualization. So you can conceptualize things of the research problem, what problem we have, what really we want to be, and we want some feasibility study to that research and what this research will bring to achieve our objective. That will help to solve the problem which we have, like a customer satisfaction, staff retention, or any other problem in the business world. The use of technology impact on the productivity, that can be a topic. So which we can look around. Literature setting initial component, working plan, research goals, timetables, management, research processes, monitoring, evaluation, and revisions. All will be in our is LO1. A research problem, selection and justification, rationale behind the problem. you can justify what is the problem. So please, when we justify, it's good to be, you have find the research gap, and you can, based on the research, based on the facts and figures, you can justify, that's really crucial. The knowledge required, identification of the research question, hypothesis mean the research question which you want, test is the rational, and I'll give you good few research which we look, in the previous, in the further lessons. Okay, so we conducted some already research which will carry on. But okay, anyone, any question here? Yes, yes, no. Okay, that's great. If you have any question, you carry on asking during lesson, or those are listening, you can drop me email and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, and we'll go through things according. Yes, please, we'll start. Okay, so unit 4, LO1. My name is Anjum Satta, and my email address, if you need me, drop me email, please. Okay, always any activity will start. Always ask yourself what you know about research, aims and objectives. Aims, just think about, have we learned the difference? Aim is what you will do, why you will do, and objective, what you will achieve at the end of the activity, end of the research. Why are you doing this research? Why are you spending your time, your resources, your efforts? Yes, your energy. Why? What is the purpose of it? Is it the waste of the time, or is it you going to achieve something out of it? Because if we are achieving something out of it, good. That is the crucial. That's we need to be look around. Okay, guys. Next we look now. 1.1, appraise the business research problem and justify appropriate research objective. Okay, so research problem, which I mentioned the indicative content earlier, really we're looking the research problem identification and selection and justification for research. A term often used, technical differences, the goal, the aim and objective. Aims is what you do, like aims is what you're learning, and objective through learning, achieving your qualification. And then you can, objective can be many, but aims can be few. So guys, objective can be many and aims can be few. So aim and objective. That's really, really crucial. Aims and objective. What is to investigate? So you have to ask the question, what is to investigate? Aim is the statement of what is to be achieved by successful completion of dissertation or research. So the guys, this is level 7 course. And normally if you do the master, normally this is of course the professional level course. In the master academic qualification, you will have to be at least 10,000 plus your dissertation. So this research will also give you enough knowledge. You can make your dissertation or choose the topic for the research. M should be expressed in 1 or 2 sentences, focus rather than journal, analytical, not simple, investigate. That's really we need to be look around. Anyone, any question here? Yes, yes. Okay, objective, explain how investigation to be carried out. They must underpinning the aim, guide the intended. Good morning, good morning, Osama. You okay? How are you keeping? Can you hear me? Hope so you can hear me, yeah?
Yes, I hear you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for joining. So today we are doing research, and it's a research method, and we're looking at LO1. We had a discussion until now, and then objective. When we say objective, objective mean end result. what we want to be achieved. So please, when you look the objective, it need to be smart objective. Like with respect, sometime always lovers saying, "Oh, I'll bring star for you." That's not a smart objective because that's not specific. We can't measure it. Is it achievable? Not. Is it realistic? Not. Is it time bound? So the objective need to be specific when you start and finish. We measure it. Is achievable? Of course, we can achieve this unit in few months or few weeks. So we can look around the dissertation and the research proposal underpinning the aims and the guide, intended process be achievable and measurable. So when you set any objective after your research for your research, that need to be look around. Choose the word, please. When we do the research for aim, you can say to analyze, to evaluate, to assess, to determine, to compare and contrast. We want to measure, to compare and contrast the salary difference between gender pay gap. That can be a question. That can be aim of your research. Objective may be to develop understanding, to draw the conclusion and recommendation based on the aims and objectives. So which we look, the few aims and objective in the next slide of the research. Like here is a question, please. These are, of course, we're not asking now, but we ask in the past. But maybe we can ask other way around to determine whether the UK should remain, or we can say whether the UK should enter again into the European Union as the full member. And objective can be to review the literature on the EU, to evaluate the cost and the benefit of the membership, to conduct the primary research into the view of the EU membership. Maybe we can ask the question that about the people from the people, and we use the sample size, which we'll go through in our chapter 3 of this research in lesson 3. And to make the recommendation about, that's our objective really about the future UK membership of EU. So the aims, what you do, and objective, what you will achieve through this research. Okay, then this is one other. Aims to conduct, to evaluate the impact of the Criminal Record Bureau disclosure services had the recruitment team and their practices at the Calderdale Social Service. It can be anywhere. I'm just, it's a few examples to determine how the problem experienced by the CRB, which is Criminal Record Bureau, we call DBS now, Disclosure Bureau Services now, introduce and disclosure services has affected the recruitment team and their work. So if the CRB to check the criminal record takes ages, of course it can slow down your recruitment and selection process, because by law you're not recruiting someone in a public service organization where you not check the criminal record. So you don't want to be like their visa. That's why we have a e-visa, the status we can check someone, we can check, the police clearance certificate and all DBS, enhanced one and the normal one. So review the critically and analyze the literatures concerning CRB. We can find the literature wise important. Devise the implementation appropriate research method. We use the primary, secondary research about to examine the problem experienced by CRB and is impactment on the recruitment and generate the recommendation we want to be. That's the objective of the research really. These are objective we want to be achieved in this research. So any research you will do, which we can pick, any topic, and we'll look, few topics in the next lesson as well. Those you can use for your assignment. Okay, so when please we do the research, we have two types of thinking. One is called rational thinking, one is a creative thinking. Examine your strength and the interest. So please don't take the topic that's not interest to you. That's, we need to be. If you're interested in the supply chain, use the supply chain. If you're interested in a HR, use HR. If you're interested in artificial intelligence, blockchain, impact on businesses, you can do the discussion. Of course, you then please we can look around the searching the literature and scanning media. So that is quite crucial, which we need to be look around and when we do the research. So please, when we look these, and we have to be make sure creative thinking, keeping a notebook of ideas, exploring the personnel preferences using the past project, relevance tree, and brainstorming meeting and the concept mapping. So rational and creative. So you should be a rational thinker as well, but keep the creative thinking, keep the notebook, find the ways, do the things and working smartly, because sometimes the time is really, really matters, and we have to be achieve the key objective of the research. That is quite. So let's please we look, now to make the topic is researchable, it must be turned into the research question. So you can create some question. It is the research question that drive the research. The purpose of identifying the research question is formulate, clarify the research and objective. A usual approach beginning with the one journal research question and then maybe leads to the several more detailed questions. From your research topic, you should develop focus on the research question, which we'll go through. We call the hypothesis as well, which we look, the various question in the following lessons as well. Okay, so when we say the research ideas like job recruitment via internet, that can be a topic. General focus of the research question can be how effective is recruitment for new staff via internet in comparing with the traditional method. That can be. So maybe we can say, have you, we want to develop, or look around the effectiveness of the internet recruitment compared to the old. We can look around the cost and benefit. What do you think, which one is your costly? So maybe we can look the people's view to answer these questions, and that will help, to achieve our objective of the research and the aim of the research. The future developed union. So what are the strategy that the trade union will adopt and ensure their future viability? So that can be because the union is play the key role in any trade in any industry. So they're not is just go on the strike like in developing countries, but they can a positive research they can contribute to the industries, and they can bring their finding, they carry on and helping and reconciliation if they have a conflict between employees and employer. Okay, research ideas, advertising and share prices. So we can look around general focus of the research question. How does the running of TV advertising campaign designed to boost the image of the company affected its share price? So we have to look around how does the running of the TV advertising campaign designed to boost the image of the company affected its share price. So that is very, very crucial, which we have to be look around and design. So that is crucial, which we have to, and that's which we can, and the research question can. So please, when you set the research aim, you use to investigate, to inquire, to examine, to explore, to explain, to study. So these are the command verb which we can. To examine the service quality leads to customer satisfaction lead to customer loyalty, and then we can say, okay, within hospitality industry with reference to KFC, McDonald's, hotels, or any other service industry. So that's we can contextualize and we can do the research. Of course, we can set the aim, the objective of the research. We can set the few questions as we seen above, which we look more in sample dissertation, which I'll give you in the next lesson. Okay, so any question if you have, please, you can ask. Okay, so when we say research question, why have the organization introduced the team briefing? Research objective, to identify organization objective for the team briefing schemes. Research question, how can effectiveness of the team briefing scheme can be measured? And the research objective, to establish the suitable effectiveness criteria for the team briefing. So where we can measure it, that why team briefing is very important in the research if we are doing just okay. So normally, please, if you're doing the master level research and your dissertation, this is the just idea. We don't have to do the lot of words, but we have to do the research, 10% more. If you want to do more, we can, but if the criteria only pass or fail, so we're not really looking more than that, we can. Title page, you can, it's your piece of work, you can give the statement, abstract, all the keywords. Acknowledgement, if anyone helped you in the dissertation, you want to be acknowledge their effort, their contribution in your research. And table of contents, introductions, yes, background of your research, literature review of your research methodologies, what you use, like inductive, deductive, sample size, data collection, finding analysis, what you use, we have 4 learning outcome, because we can make 4 chapters instead of 5 chapters. Conclusion and recommendation, if you want. Normally in dissertation we can make 5 chapters. Yes, a reference please, appendixes we can, list of figures we can. That's normally we do for if you do master level dissertation. Yes, so that's really we need to be focused, which is level 7. So normally level 7 dissertation, when you do introduction, including abstract, literature review, research methodologies, finding, conclusion, recommendation. That's the way the word counts. But you have only 2,500 words and we'll do the small scale. Yes, normally this is master level dissertation guidance. That's which we can, because we are doing level 7 qualification, and which will look further when we'll do the assignment discussion, and we'll go through in detail these things during our lesson. So then please, maximum 10% more and 10%. Of course, guys, similarities can be varied. So because some of similarities, when we check, it's your piece of work, not being copied, everything, not being generated by using chat GPT or various others. So we have to be look around these perspective very carefully. Yes, so please, that's make sure in your own words, it's your own research. So always good to be when we do if we have a guy tough, the deadline, so it's better to start early and finish. Of course, of course you can arrange the meeting, but at the master with if because this is the sort of your proposal, 2,500 words, not really actually your dissertation itself, as per the guidance of the modules learning outcome. So that's really we need to, which we'll go through in the following lessons. Okay, any question, Osama? So today what we learn, today we discuss about AIMS. AIMS is, yes, so Osama, any question please? We okay? Okay, objective, what you achieve, and we discuss about
Thank you.
research.
I didn't know I'm in mute. Thank you so much. Sorry.
No, no, that's so aims, what you do, objective, what you achieve, question, what you develop really to test it, and then of course we can. Okay, so today we also discuss about the chapter 1, can be introduction, where aims and objective can be everything we can. Chapter 2 can be literature review. 3 we can do research methodologies. Chapter 4 we can do finding, analysis, finding, recommendation. We can do conclusion, we can do recommendation. So that's the way we can, and that's we need to be look around in our research, and that's in our proposal we can. Of course, you can do references page, you can do appendixes. Yes, that's which we look in following lessons, and then we'll complete. And I'll give you a good few proposals. Those will help you to prepare your own. that's the way we can structure in our following lessons. Okay. Thanks for attending today's session, and the next lesson will look around our LO2 and which will be tomorrow, and hope I'll speak to you and have a lovely weekend. There is plenty of snow in Leeds. Hope so weather on your
Yes.
side, huh? How's weather you're in?
No, no snow, but rain and cloudy.
Oh, rain and cloudy. Okay. Here we had a snow in Leeds and weather is changing. Huh?
Good, good.
Okay, brilliant. Nice to meet you, and I'll
Nice to meet you. Thanks so much.
have a good weekend. Thank
I
you.
will do. Thanks much. See you. Cheers. Bye.